AHRI Insight this week is about Sakura resistance, or pyroxasulfone as it's properly called. So let's take a look about firstly what we know about Sakura resistance in annual ryegrass. You'll remember years ago that just after Sakura came out, back in 2012, Dr. Roberto Buzzi at AHRI, he bred Sakura resistance in the lab, and then he worked with Dr. Danica Goggin to find out what the mechanism of resistance in that population was. And what he found was it was GST mediated. So let's take a look at what a GST herbicide resistance looks like. So if we have our herbicide molecule here, it's trying to come in and bind to an enzyme to switch it off. So we've got Sakura in this case. A GST is an enzyme that actually binds this glutathione molecule to it. Glutathione is like a mini protein. So now we've got our herbicide bound to another molecule, and then in this case it actually gets chopped in half. And so we've sort of bound something to our herbicide and then snapped it in half. So it's not a herbicide anymore. So that's what they found years ago with Roberto Buzzi's first population of Sakura resistance. Now in this research we're reporting on today, Dr. Danica Goggin then went and looked at another 10 populations of annual ryegrass that he got from the UWA Herbicide Resistance Testing Service. And so 10 populations with Sakura resistance, and tried to find out, is it this mechanism? Is it still just GST mediated, or are there other mechanisms at play? Through that research, what she has discovered and what concluded is that the main mechanism is this GST mediated research, but there's probably other things at play, potentially P450 enzymes to a lesser extent, but at the moment it all looks to be metabolic resistance. So with discovering different mechanisms of herbicide resistance, we know that as time goes on, more and more mechanisms tend to turn up. At the moment, the main mechanism of Sakura or pyroxasulfone resistance appears to be GST mediated. There's potentially some other P450s at play, and it's all that metabolic type resistance. For more information, take a look at AHRI Insight.